Hey, it's Dylan Fiesel, voice of the Richardson Pioneer Weyburn Red Wings, and for the first and last time ever, I'm attending a game here at the Duncan McNeill Arena against the Notre Dame Hounds. So I'm going to walk you through what the fan experience is like, what it's like coming to the Duncan McNeill and facing off against the Notre Dame Hounds for the last time ever. Once you turn into the little town of Wilcox in the heart of central Saskatchewan, you enter the Athol Murray College of Notre Dame, and nestled within is Kenny Hall and the Duncan McNeill Arena. You'll notice some older college buildings, but also completely cashless, debit or credit only, which is unique for an SJHL rink. Once inside, you'll notice some newer inspirational boards and Notre Dame Hounds logos everywhere. Once you climb the few stairs, you get hit with a wave of history, including the unmissable Wall of Fame and the gigantic hockey skate. It features what seems to be an endless alumni of former players, coaches, and athletes who wore the red and white and were Notre Dame Hounds. As well, banners and display cases showcasing the long history of Athol Murray and the Notre Dame Hounds can be found everywhere. You'll also notice some newer areas, such as the team store. You then take a left, step into the rink, and you're greeted by 50 years of hockey. The banners continue, and the wooden stands bring that old-school closeness to the brightly lit, huge Olympic-sized rink surface. You find a bench, nestle in for 60 minutes of hockey. As for the game itself, well, it wasn't much of a competition. The Red Wings ended up beating the Hounds 12-0, a historic victory with the most goals scored in a game this season, the most goals scored by the Red Wings in more than 20 years, and the widest margin of victory in the SJHL since 2007. Everything about this rink is unique, from the old school vibes brought to the modern day, to the student body fan base mixed with the old school, long-time fans of the Hounds, to the friendly volunteers who work at the rink. The uniqueness even translates in the little things, from a Notre Dame Hounds logo burned onto a burger, or the interesting urinals in the men's washroom. Very few times you get to come into a rink and experience something that you'll most likely never see again. And that was the case here at Duncan McNeill Arena. When Weyburn scored to make it 9-0, about 40% of the fans began leaving the rink, and all appeared to be 18 years of age or younger. One turned back to a scratched Red Wing player they knew and said, "Well, we got to get back to the dorms. We've got curfew." The game was decided well before that, in the first 2 minutes, but the social aspect of the hockey game is what kept that student body there and enjoying the hockey. The Duncan McNeill Arena has that mix of old and new, a long storied history of hockey mixed in with the youth of the student body. I had the chance to chat with a local Wilcox man who had watched the Hounds since their SJHL inauguration back in 1970 and saw the glory days of the Notre Dame Hounds back in 87-88. I'd also chatted with students who just attended the game simply to hang out with their friends or for just something to do on a Tuesday night in Wilcox. With the Hounds relocating to Warman next year, it signals both a shift in the SJHL, but also for Notre Dame hockey. The relocation to Warman is a new age. A brand new team with a new rink and new fans brings excitement for years to come. As for the Hounds, they're planning to create 2 new U18 AAA teams, one on the men's and one on the women's side, and this signals the more direct focus for the Athol Murray College of Notre Dame to their development teams, which have been the cream of the crop for over 50 years and have produced over 200 NHL alumni. When the final buzzer sounded and a healthy amount of Red Wings fans cheered for their winning team, the Hounds fans did as well. And that's when it hit me. I'll never get a chance to experience a game like this in this building ever again. And that's pretty special. Big thanks to Stephen Wilson and John Perette, who helped cover for me during the broadcast and allowed me the chance to experience this memorable game as a fan of the Red Wings. For DiscoverWeyburn.com and the Richardson Pioneer Weyburn Red Wings, I'm Dylan Fiesel.